What's up, Knights? Welcome back.
On today's show, we cover the upcoming lacrosse season, pay a visit to one of our favorite teachers, and test a few students on how well they can tell AI from real life.
Don't go anywhere. A brand new and exciting episode of The Studio starts right now.
Good morning, Knights. I'm Kylie Brinkman.
And I'm Ellie Lopez.
Mr. Solomon is a popular math teacher here at Higley who specializes in teaching quantitative reasoning and college algebra. Aviana and Roma had the privilege of learning more about his life beyond the classroom.
Mr. Solomon has been teaching at Higley for many years. He's known for being a striking math teacher that shows his passion through teaching.
My name is Renee Solomon. I teach college algebra and quantitative reasoning.
Most just know him as a teacher. We got the privilege to know more about his personal life.
I am married. I have 3 kids. All my kids are adults. I'm a lot older than I look, but I'm okay with being old. I love my family. I have 2 granddaughters as well.
The way he passionately teaches math and connects to his students is what makes him truly one of a kind.
My favorite part about teaching is interacting with students. I love math. I love teaching math, but I like getting to know students. The more you know the students, the better they'll interact with you. The better they interact with you, the more they want to learn and actually do the work.
The way math can be viewed for some people can be negative, but for him, he feels quite the opposite as he relates it back to his life.
I think logically. I love math because 1 + 1 = 2. And I look at my life that way too. If I do this, then this will happen. So math really works for me.
We asked him what he does when coming across a struggling student.
Well, first I gauge their personality because some students, when they struggle, they just like to get through it on their own. Others like to be a little more interactive. It just depends on them. I find out things they enjoy, things they're good at, and try and tailor what we're teaching to things they understand. So it really depends. For good or for bad, my style doesn't work for everyone because I let students be who they are. And in some people may see that as students get away with too much, students aren't behaving well. But I think if you let students be who they are, they tend to respond better. They're more comfortable, they're more relaxed. So I think it works because students get to be who they are and they get to be comfortable in my class, and if you're comfortable, you're going to learn.
Unfortunately, this is Mr. Solomon's last year at Higley. We'll miss him dearly. This is Aviana and Roma signing out for the studio.
Today at 3, our varsity baseball team takes on ALA at home. Your support can help them get a win, so let's show up and cheer them on.
Reptile Junction is an exotic pet shop like no other. Jack and Matthew had the opportunity to sit down with the owner and dive into the fascinating world of exotic pet ownership. Here's the story.
Reptile Junction is a standout exotic pet store in Apache Junction. Me and Matthew sat down with the owner to ask him a few questions about the business.
Hi, I'm Declan. I'm the proprietor here at Reptile Junction, a fun exotic store full of exotic animals. We do a lot here. What our business license says we do is we are just a typical pet store. So we sell exotic animals, caging, food, bedding, various pieces of decor and husbandry equipment. But then we also try to do a lot of education and outreach. We do a lot of work with the Museum of Natural History, State Parks Department, Parks and Rec, various youth organizations. And our main focus is to try to educate people about the animals that we then try to pair them up with.
Declan gave us some insight into why he's chosen this career.
I wouldn't know what else to do. You know, I get to spend my day working with exotic animals and educating people that are interested in them. And, you know, that's the real goal, isn't it? I wouldn't say that we are necessarily better than any other pet store, but we are different. Every store has their own strengths and weaknesses. We do try to be a little bit more hands-on and educational. Every staff member here has been doing this for pretty much their entire lives. Many of us came from zoos prior to working here. We also try to make a place that is safer and healthier for the animals. So when you come in, depending on the day you come in, you'll notice there are just various animals roaming around. Today there's an emu in the other room, iguanas on the ceiling. And again, it's going to be different no matter which day you come in. So we try to give our animals an extra amount of stimulus that a lot of other shops don't do.
For more information, check out @Reptile Junction AZ on Instagram. This has been John and Matthew signing off for the studio.
This Tuesday, students in the criminal justice program had a special visit from mounted units, police officers on horseback. It was an exciting opportunity for students to dive into this distinctive branch of police work and learn firsthand from the experts.
With horses and doing crowd control.
Ms. Z is our new Media Center Specialist at Higley. Elliot and Ryan stopped by to find out more about her and the important role she fills on campus.
My name is Ashley Zlog. I go by Ash or Ms. Z. I am the Media Center Specialist, esports coach, and D&D co-sponsor. So I come in, get ready for announcements, put this nifty little thing up, and then do a bunch of clerical work. Before I came here, I worked at an elementary school as a librarian. It's definitely better working with high schoolers than elementary kids. I don't have kids running up to me telling me they pooped their pants. So basically, one of the activities we do in here, during lunch, I hold quarterly raffles. So basically, if you're being a decent human being, get a raffle ticket. And then at the end of the quarter, if I pull your name, you win a prize. Last quarter's prize was a Harkins bundle.
Although keeping everything in check, it isn't just her life. We learn what makes her so unique with all of her cool hobbies and everything she does in her own free time.
I like to draw. I do tarot cards, tarot reading. I play a few instruments. I do D&D. I like to play video games.
TAs are important roles to be filled out to help teachers and staff members with extra work. Ms. Z tells her about her favorite TAs and what they do.
I love my TAs. They all do a really good job except Diego. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
I like that she's funny. You know, like a lot of teachers have like no humor, so it just kind of makes my day less boring. I wipe down tables in between the lunches, and then I'll go get papers or like send passes out to students.
The hardest part would definitely be when to go grab papers, because those are pretty heavy. She's a very fun teacher to be around.
Next time you're in the Media Center, be sure to stop by and say hi to Ms. Z. This has been Elliot and Ryan, signing out for the studio. Last week, the Best Buddies Carnival brought a lot of joy to our campus and the students who participated. There were plenty of fun activities, including games, prizes, and face painting.
For many people, collecting antiques can be an enjoyable and rewarding hobby. Vaughn and Cooper recently visited a Higley student who has a genuine passion for discovering and collecting vintage items.
Collecting items and antiques is something that countless people do. Kale, one of our knights, is very passionate about the hobby.
Some of the things that I've collected is, first it started with my coins. I have a large collection of coins from the 1800s and up to the 1900s. And then I have some old gear, so computers, TVs, and as well as some oddities and trinkets. And my most favorite would be my Soviet Union gear and my collection revolving around kind of the 1980s and the Soviet Union era. I think the largest appeal of collecting antiques is the fact that you have something unique and you have something interesting. Usually antiques and specific items are not something you see in somebody's everyday room, and no collection is alike. As well as collecting antiques, I also got into collecting vintage articles of clothing. So some of the pieces that I have are a little bit more modern vintage, and what I mean by that is like 1980s, 1970s, but I also have some really beautiful pieces of clothing from eras like the 1930s and the 1940s. I actually have this very beautiful 1930s morning coat that's made out of 100% wool, and it's handcrafted, and it is beautiful. Some advice that I have for somebody trying to get into collecting antiques or collecting anything vintage is do a background check. When you're buying anything or when you're looking at an item, make sure that you know exactly where it's coming from, what date it is, and if it's going to fit into your collection. If you're trying to buy something historic or something that belongs in a specific collection, you don't want to buy something like a replica or something that's way off your mark. So always do your research and always make sure you have found the correct item for your collection.
As you can see, Kale has certainly amassed quite the collection. This is Cooper and Vaughn, over and out.
CJ and Kyle recently discovered a new band on campus called Bitter Reflections. Their music reflects the challenges, dedication, and joy of their musical journey. Here's our story.
Bitter Reflections is a new band with members Connor Teeter, Landon Das, Kiki Potts, and yours truly.
My name's Connor Teeter, and I'm in a band called Bitter Reflections. I play guitar, and I do backup vocals.
My name's Keegan Potts, and I play drum set. I've been playing drum set for like 6 years. It's pretty fun. I like drums.
We create more like shoegazy, kind of alternative rock.
I usually play rock and metal and punk, but on my own time, I do a lot of jazz and funk. The drummer of System of a Down is who I look up to the most and where most of my riffs come from. Just a lot of his fills kind of got ingrained into how I play.
After having a few jam sessions, the members plan to have more serious rehearsals.
We all get to my house at like 4, usually 5. We set up and then we just jam and blow our ears out for a couple hours and then we figure it all out later.
It's a no messing around environment. We completely and utterly stay focused the whole time. We make lots of good music. We don't mess around, ever.
No two people are the same, meaning that every artist has a different method in learning their parts.
I'm usually given a song and I take a few listens and then I usually jot down some notes of the structure of the song and then I memorize it and I play it.
I feel like I almost run out of ideas after a while and I cycle through this thing where I play the same stuff every once in a while. You're gonna suck at first, but that's kind of like how it goes.
Don't stress it, it's for fun. So find a good balance of difficulty and it'll be pretty easy from there.
Reporting from the studio, this is Kyle and CJ signing out.
What we're gonna do now is go back.
As AI continues to advance, distinguishing between what's real and what isn't has become increasingly challenging. Trevor and I decided to test a group of students to see if they could tell the difference between AI-generated content and real-life scenarios.
With the rise of AI in today's world, we decided to test a few students on their ability to tell what's fake or real. Round 1, pictures. Contestants will be given 3 sets of pictures, each with 1 real and 1 AI image. They will then have 15 seconds to guess which one is which.
Oh, it has like a Sigma jawline, bro.
Yeah, it kind of looks like my jawline.
All right, so you want to say it's AI?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
AI.
I think it's AI. It has like no texture. It looks like
the background
smooth.
looks kind of dookie, bro. Well, I mean, that could just be, I don't know, bro. I think they're doing too much on the cat. Like, look, this one looks more real.
That's shit just a cat.
Huh?
Bro, what? Wait, how does a cat have that jawline?
No, cause I have never seen a cat then.
But I feel like this cloud is like, it's too detailed.
Yeah, for sure. That's
like it looks like too good to be not real. So
okay, on the money on my wallet, that's real.
So the clouds are real.
No, you gotta think about it, right? Like, what clouds appear in the city?
Cause pollution. Oh, pollution?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Round 2. The contestants will be presented with sets of 2 headlines, 1 real and 1 AI. They will be given 15 seconds to decide which is which.
Save the Whales was a shining success. Now can humpbacks save us from ourselves?
Whale songs decoded. Scientists is shocked by discovery of complex underwater communication. Okay, honestly, I feel like the first one's real because it's like all lowercase.
So I'm saying second one fake, first one real.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, what?
Hey up.
No.
What scientist decides to do an article?
Save the Whales was a shining success.
Who does that?
Can we like redo a couple of them to make it seem like more like, you know? No, I feel like for me to get the answers right.
Looks like our knights were easily fooled. This has been Trevor and Kylie signing off for The Studio.
Academic Decathlon is excited to announce the topic for next year's competition will be Our Changing Climate. They'll study climatology, historical climate change, and responses to the natural world in art, music, and literature. It's not too late to join Academic Decathlon for next year. See Miss Matthew in room 1113 for more information.
This week, our school hosted a book drive dedicated to supporting Sossaman Preschool. Students and faculty generously donated books which were collected at both the Media Center and room 229.
With lacrosse season just starting up, Aislinn and Lana checked in with the girls' team to see how they're getting ready for the amazing season ahead.
With a new season underway, a couple of the girls' lacrosse players stopped by to share why they love the game.
Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm a junior and I am a captain of the JV girls lacrosse team. I'd say the interesting part of lacrosse is going to be how it varies from game to game and how everything you get told funnels into one specific end goal. Working together as a team and getting everything put together and built. And every game you're going to progress more and more and more.
Hi, I'm Sydney Resman and I'm a junior at Higley. Typically we'll start off by partner passing and then we'll do 2 laps around the field to warm up. Then we just kind of practice, do drills, and play the game.
The girls have found what helps them lock in to play their best on the field.
Game days, I usually will drink a lot of water. I like to say an electrolyte a day keeps the doctor away.
Personally, I like to go home and change and get ready. And recently I've been getting Sonic corn dogs and stuff. And then I just meet up in the parking lot with the girls and we all just play music and just joke around.
No season would be complete without some small challenges.
I would say the biggest challenge has been just building as a team. There's a lot of new girls, which is amazing. We love when new people come. So it's just kind of building that relationship.
At first it's hard, when there's new girls that come in, to find a way to incorporate them within the groups and stuff, but we always work through it and we always find a way to make everyone feel included.
I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that and we're pretty united and that creates a good team.
With each season being different from the last, there are many things to look forward to.
I'm most excited to just play with our team and get to know the girls. We have a good team this year and I'm overall just excited to see where we go.
I'm gonna say the relationships and bonds that I'm gonna get from it because I know that they're gonna last for a long time and just the new improvements that you get from every season. It is completely different each season and it's always more fun than the last one.
It's clear these girls have a love for the game that pushes them to do their best. This has been Aislinn and Lana reporting for The Studio.
That's it for this week, Knights.
We'll see you after the break for an all-new episode of The Studio.
Go Knights!
Ready?
Oh.
Never been done.
It's
Good.
nice.
Here I come.
Back up the same staircase.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Double escalator.
Wow. I haven't
That's
seen that
nice.
before. How did you think of that?
And now for our signature trick. Awesome elevator.
I can't do it. I got babies. I got to get home.
It's their loss. Yeah.